Hello everyone, thank you for joining us here again today at Bitcoin Exchange. This is Jay, your host, and I wanted to put this video out on a brand new company that is going to start their pre-sale of their ICO token. This is indaHash. This is their website, indahash.com. Their sale starts November 8th, and we'll get through the dates in the ICO here in just a minute. As you can tell, this is a very busy website. I'm going to scroll down here just a minute and get rid of some of that. It gets a little confusing, all the jumping around on that. A little bit of information about this particular company. This company is all about connecting brands with influencers for the target marketing people advertising their products. Okay, so you got your product, you got your influencers, and you got your media connection. And so this particular company has several other companies out there competing with it, and the market is so huge, folks. It's almost 1 billion people that they're trying to reach, over 900 million people that they have already made contact in this as a market. It's pretty interesting to me that indaHash is actually leading every one of these other companies. So there's, everyone has competitors, but really when it comes to indaHash, there's not much competition at this point. Now there will be, but indaHash is clearly the big bull in the market when you see what they have to bring to the table. Now, that being said, I'm here for the ICO and bring you this information for the ICO. As you know, most of our subscribers and viewers are into cryptocurrency investing, and that's the whole principle of this channel. So let me get a little bit of information here for you. This company began in January of 2016, so the footprints of this company go back almost 2 years, which is important and what I look for in an ICO. They have over 120 companies. They have 3 offices, one in London, one in Berlin, and one in Warsaw. And they're reaching out to target market and connect brands with influencers because there is such a high return of investment on the dollar being invested, as opposed to, as I mentioned in other videos, things like Google pay-per-click and things like that are actually being replaced with a much closer, more tolerable return of investment. You don't have the robots out there clicking on your pages and just racking the clicks up, and you're not getting anything returned to you. In lieu of that, this particular type of advertising and using influencers is bringing about a 700%, little over 700% return of investment. So for every dollar spent, you're getting $7 and some change in return, which in terms of ROI is huge, okay? So while they do, as I said, they do have a little bit of competition out there. These are clearly the leader, the bull in the field here, if you would. So their app can be used on computers, iPads, and mobile smartphones, as you will see. And I want to go through a little bit of this website, and then we'll get into the actual ICO here. So this is their website, and they have a lot of backing by Fortune 500 companies that they've already been doing business with. So and this is just a few of the different brands that they have been partnering with and doing things with. Here's KFC, New Balance. Here's Pepsi. Here's McDonald's, Lipton Tea. Here's Fanta. Here's Adidas. And there is a ton, folks, a ton more of these that they have actually done. So here they go. I'll tell you a little bit about them. To date, they have 363,720 influencers registered with this company already. That is huge. They have over 26,468 posts and campaigns that are currently running, and they reach a generated all the way out to 659 million branded content out there already done. They have over 31,642,000 likes on their campaigns already, and they are active in over 70 markets in the world. Now, this is a coin that the U.S. citizen can buy and get involved with. And then they have actual case studies, both on Instagram, YouTube, and they go through here. You can read about the case study at McDonald's or on New Balance or Sephora, and you can click through this website here and just check out the different studies that they have. Check out how to engage thousands of influencers with your brand's strategy. You can contact them. They have videos out. Here's some of the real hype that's out there in the media about them, and it's very, very impressive, the different campaigns that have actually talked about indaHash. with Entrepreneur in the Middle East, and Figaro Digital, and the Huffington Post, just a few. And trust me when I tell you, you go through this website, you're going to be really, really impressed. Here's a list of the agencies and brands. This talks about the influencers, statistics that they have, open labs, and different things going on where you can go in and take a look at some of the things that's currently out there, and talks about their careers and different things. Now, here's the second page, and this talks a different website, part of their main website, I should say. And right now, indaHash has connected over 363,720 social media influencers that you can get a hold of. Okay, this is their stats of what they've already done. And then this is, again, talks about how to create a campaign. And the gentleman explains that in this video here we're going to watch. And then we'll get to the ICO. Here we go. It's a 2-minute video.
If brands have ever wanted to do advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter, it used to be really difficult to execute. Brands would have to get in touch with these influencers individually, negotiate terms individually, and then rates would vary immensely between influencers with similar ranges. But now, there's indaHash. Thanks to indahash's technology, brands can now conduct social media campaigns that are natural to the very medium of social media. With individual creativity, this creates user-generated content that's proven to be 7 times more engaging than traditional advertising. This boosts brands' authenticity, this boosts brand engagement, and consumer conversion, ultimately selling products. Influencers either post authentic, collage, or repost ready-made content to the client's expectations, using specific hashtags and tags. How does it work? Well, here's a step-by-step from the client's perspective. Step 1. Clients go to the indaHash dashboard, describe exactly what they would like influencers to do in their photos or videos, what they'd like to see in the influencers' descriptions, with what specific hashtags and tags. Step 2. Clients decide the range and budget for their campaign and what type of influencers interest them the most. And step 3. The appropriate influencers join the campaign, we take care of moderating the content, it's posted, and your campaign is rolling. And then during the campaign, you can access statistics to see how your campaign is doing, and once it's done, we can generate a full report so you can see the final results of your campaign. Plus, clients retain the rights to the content created during the campaign. Advertisers don't have to commission expensive photo shoots for the client's social media profiles. Instead, they can use content created by the influencers during the campaign. indaHash connects the universe of brands with the universe of influencers through the indaHash app. Automized campaigns with hundreds of thousands of social media influencers.
There you go. Now let's get to the white paper, if we could. This is indaHash white paper. I don't know why that music's still playing, but okay. There we go. Our mission is to tokenize the entire influencer industry to solve major issues between brands, influencers, and their audiences. Our crypto economics implies circulation of indaHash coin among all these groups and creates a new type of relationship and added value. What is really, really interesting, this is a well put together white paper, and you can read it at your leisure. But I'm going to go through, and as we move all through this white paper, I'm going to bring out things I think is important for you. First of all, pretty much telling you the same thing that the gentleman did in the video. You got a brand, indaHash ties you with the influencer, and then the influencer ties your product to the audience, and then you see sales. So it's a kind of a targeted marketing approach. In the white paper, it tells you all the information that you need to know about this company. Here's a disclaimer that every white paper has, basically telling you, we can't guarantee anything about this particular coin. However, this is what we are expecting. So the story goes back to actually, and listen, by the way, indaHash is currently the biggest international platform for influencing marketing campaigns that enables brands to conduct local and global campaigns with over 300,000 influencers on over 70 markets already in place. This is already in place. Okay, so there's right now over 300,000 influencers. There's over 400 clients with over 900 million that they can reach. 28 million interactions on branded content generated already through indaHash, and more than 1,000 campaigns are ongoing on 70 different markets right now as we speak. So, tells you a little bit about their mission and how it all started. It begins with Barbara, and she's previously a strategic director at MSL Group. and she's the co-founder of LifeTube. And this young lady has won several achievement awards in the marketing industry. EY Entrepreneur of the Year, Man of the Year Award for Mix Awards, the IAB in Poland of 2015. Here's her whole basic. She created LifeTube and then sold it in 2016 and began indaHash. And so the countries where there now have influencers is pretty heavily laid out there. We operate all over the world in 70 different markets, and they explain it to you here. And they, of course, are in the United States. So that's a huge thing for the U.S. market. People wanting to get into this, you can absolutely buy the indaHash coin. And you need to get involved right away. And at the end of this video, there's a link that I'm going to be putting out there that you can click on. It takes you right to where you need to go. And you can get into this. And right now, I think for the first 7 days, there's a 40% bonus, which puts this coin basically at 6.5 cents. There's a $150 minimum for you to buy into it, and which is about 2,200 coins. And it is an ERC20 token, and we'll get to that in just a minute. However, so here's all the different where they started, January 2016, and here's their milestones. And this is one of the things, again, I look for, folks, as I say often, how far back does the footprints go? If we're in November 2017 and this thing started in August of 2017, I would be flagged. But this company actually started almost 2 years ago when Barbara sold her company and created indaHash. And then from there, it is all basically the milestones that you can read through here at your own leisure. But now with over 120 employees and doing extremely well, they've received a 295% growth since the first quarter of 2016 to where we are here yet today. And then here's some things talking about the influencer industry and where they're expecting it to go. They've already hit a 352% growth from the third quarter of 2016, so in 12 months there. This again tells you the business model of how indaHash works. We've already went through most of that. Cost per view, cost per followers here, cost per engagement, and then cost per content is one of the ways that this particular marketplace views their statistics, which is, interesting to me. Here's your clients and business partners. Now you can go through this at your leisure, but they're huge. Pandora, UNICEF, Heinz, Olay, Gillette, Nivea, Maybelline, M&M's, Nestle, Red Bull, Oreo, Lipton, T-Mobile, Krispy Kreme, moved out of Ohio, but still wish they were there. MasterCard, Nescafe, Ford, Fiat, Coca-Cola, Volkswagen, L'Oreal. This is huge. That is absolutely huge, folks. These are Fortune 500 companies that they're already integrated with. This is why I think this coin is going to be so exciting when it hits the marketplace. First of all, there is only going to be 400 million of these coins, number one. And number two, the marketplace is so huge, and there'll be 3 different places where this coin is going to be used within that marketplace, which really brings about how well this coin is going to be hitting the exchanges. Let's move on down in this white paper here for just a minute. Building brand awareness. Again, here's your media coverage with indaHash, CNBC, Forbes, Al Jazeera, Market Week, Campaign, Entrepreneur Magazine, Inc., Cosmopolitan, LA, The Huffington Post, BBC News, Market Watch. Huge media hype behind this. More statistics, and they've really done a good job for this in the white paper, going through building who they are and who the marketplace is, and all the stats that you need to make an intelligent decision as to whether or not you want to be a part of this ICO campaign. This talks a little bit about what is the coin. What's interesting is the people that are marketing inside can brand their own coin in this ERC20 inside of indaHash. I could have Bitcoin exchange token, my own personal token, and the people that are using my services will pay for that in my token. I can do all this inside the app, and you'll see this here in just a minute. This talks about how the coin, who's going to be using the coin, the brand, indaHash, the influencer, and the audience. I'll be using this coin. Then it goes into more statistics, and I'm getting down to the bottom here for a reason, but here's your own token. Here's Joe Influencer. He can have his Joe coin, and then he can sell that coin to the people that will use it, which is people in his audience, to buy from him content or to pay for him subscriptions or however it's going to work. You can have your own coin. Pretty cool. Now let's get on down to here, how they are planning on tokenizing this. This is, again, a lot of reading for you, not for me, for this video. And then they summarize this, technical considerations to go through, and getting down here to what's important to me, the roadmap, 2017, November. Here's your pre-ICO. That's you and I here as you're watching this video today. It starts in 1 day. Timestamp of this video, again, November 7th. This starts on November 8th. And then the ICO hits the middle of November. It goes through December. And then in December to January, I love this, they're planning the integration with the exchanges. So they're not wasting time. There are some ICO folks that are going on right now that are not going to hit the exchanges till July of 2018. Long, big, huge mistake, in my opinion. You need to be hitting this thing and let the people that helped you get this rolling can get their money back as soon as they choose. Now, you can hold on to this coin, or you can sell it whatever return of investment you're comfortable with. And again, investing at your own risk. But here's your milestones to take you all the way through the end of 2018. Here's some of the different national markets that they're already in development with. And then it talks a little bit about the ICO, basically, beginning on November 8th, 2017. It'll run for 7 days at a 40% bonus. So it tells you 1 Ethereum. Here we'll give you 4,480 of the indaHash coins or tokens. The minimum transactions, half of Ethereum. Right now Ethereum's at 290, so it's like 145 to get in. And you're going to end up with somewhere around 2,000, 2,200 coins or so. The pre-ICO distribution period ends on November 15th, and then the main crowd sale begins. Okay, and that will continue on. So a little bit about, here you go, week 1, you have a 20%. This is the main ICO that is November 29th through December 20th. The first week of the main ICO, you get a 20%. Right now you're at 40%, but you're going to get a 20% bonus. You're going to get a 10% bonus on week 2 and 0% bonus on the final week, week 3. The minimum transaction is still half of Ethereum, and it runs through. Now you will receive the token distribution. The contract will distribute tokens instantly after the minimum goal is met. So once they hit the minimum goal of what they're looking for, all the tokens will be shipped that was bought. So this isn't, I just bought it, where's my tokens? This is holding on until they hit their minimum. And then when they hit their minimum, they're going to know that they don't have to refund anybody's money. They're going to send the tokens out, which is very smart. The only real way to do it. Here's how they will break this down, and they go through their how the indaHash coin is going to be laid out. And then here's your 40% bonus starting November 8th, and running through November 15th. A 40% bonus is huge. That's nice. Their main ICO will have ongoing bonus structures, as they mentioned. And they talk a little bit about how to do this. Do not send your Ethereum from an exchange. Do not send it from Coinbase or Poloniex or Bittrex or Binance. Do not do that. Send it from an Ether wallet, such as my Ether wallet or MetaMask, okay, Parity, MISC, or Ledger. You can do that, but do not send it from an exchange. Now, it tells you here, set your gas limit at 250,000. Gas is how much Ethereum you're going to spend to send this through the blockchain. And this is something that, if you've done this before, is not new to anyone. Again, here, do not send it through exchanges. Do not send Ethereum before the token distribution has begun. Do not send it yet. They will tell you when to send it once this thing launches. Your indaHash coins will be sent immediately to the wallet from which the Ethereum arrived after reaching their minimum goal. Okay? So, here's their team. Your indaHash team. Here's Barbara. And this is a well-balanced team. You can go through this at your leisure. I was going to spend some time with this, kind of going through and fumbling through these names, but letting you know basically who these people are. But this video is getting a little bit long. But the team is well balanced, and with over 120 employees, see, you're not seeing everyone behind the entire teamwork here. Now, click on this thing here, register for the pre-ICO. You can click here and register, which I did, and I will be buying into this coin. Wanted to put this out here for you because this particular company, I really have a good feeling that this is going to be a good short-term or long-term coin to have. Okay, with everything that they have on here, you could spend all day on this website and peruse it at your convenience and get to know this company. Indahash is the big bull in the influencer market, and you need to get involved in this ICO. Again, this is Jay with Bitcoin Exchange. Hit me that subscribe button, throw me out a comment, let me know what you think about all these things going on in the ICO crypto Bitcoin revolution, and I will see you in the future.